Again, from the idea about us struggling with emotions, that we haven't evolved emotionally, there's still so many men who imagine that they're supposed to be domineering over women sexually. And so the idea that women want to be sexually emancipated sort of brings friction, because they are partnering in heterosexual relationships with these men who have these, ideas of the back in the day about how they're supposed to be. And so I think there is a very primal problem, primal as of animalistic problem, that a lot of men have, to imagine that because we've been socialized that women, we are supposed to have territory over women. When they want to live a different life, we try to fence them back to what we imagine is our security, which turns out to be more violent. Because what I saw out there with the antelopes is some of the female antelopes would try to get out of that herd, and this male antelope would go to get her back to the pack, right? And in human form, it's sort of like a man wants a woman to behave in a certain way, and if she doesn't behave like that, he reminds her, quote unquote, of her place, which is in the kitchen, which is in the home, in regards to that socialization. So many men opt to be violent because they want the women to conform. They want to beat the women into submission. Yeah. But most times, a lot of the GBV cases are really brought about by the lack of the tools of self-regulation, which many men are struggling with in regards to managing their emotions. Because for most times, if you see, when a man is frustrated, he becomes violent by language, by physical, or sometimes manipulative in other ways, psychological. Because again, they don't have healthy male bonds with other men whom they can lay out their frustrations on. Most times women become collateral damage in these instances. So because their nervous systems are not healthy, they cannot process emotions in a healthy way. Violence becomes the way out, because you get it out of your system. The energy wants to get out. Do you have energy inside you that you feel uncomfortable with because of how you're reasoning? You want the energy to get out. In a healthy way, it will be somebody takes a walk, somebody has, take breathing techniques, somebody calls a friend, or even regulating with your partner.